Dude, if that's a crappie, that's a good one. That's what we come here for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another one. A little bit smaller. Throw him back. There he is. That's an eater. Oh, that's a good one. Damn, boys. Boat flip that. That's a good one right there. Look at that sock of leg. Boat flip him in. Ooh. Sock of leg. That's a magnum. That's a, look at the black stripe. That's a good one right there, boy. Don't come out, don't come out. Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah, bro. Watch this little guy right here on the live scope. I was throwing that big mag draft and he come up and freaking trucked it. Then I threw a drop shot in behind him and little guy, man, he hit it. Felt good. Felt really good. Sorry, back at the homestead. Done got my fish cleaned up. Got them soaking in some salt water. Now, normally I would soak them overnight. Some people do it, some people don't. You don't have to do it, but I like to do it just to kind of get that, I don't know. Some people say it's a fishy taste, but I've never really tasted a big fishy taste in crappie. So I got my workstation back here behind me, my first ever cooking show, getting ready to, or my first ever cooking video, getting ready to break it down. IPA Beer Battered Crappie, it's getting ready to happen. My family is so sick of eating it, so I'm actually gonna cook this for my Uncle Daryl, take it to him. I've also left a couple crappie in the live well because him and Lynn, they won't like the whole fish. So I'm gonna give them the whole fish. They're still alive, everything's good. We're gonna get to it and do some, just waiting for my oil to heat up really. It has to be 350 degrees in order to deep fry fish. So I'm gonna do it outside. And that's another cool thing about having I'm gonna do it on the Blackstone. First time I've ever deep fried anything. I got a cast iron skillet, some peanut oil in there, set up my little workstation like I said, and it's the first time I've really used the Blackstone for deep frying anything. The Blackstone's a great grill and I can't wait to get this thing started. So, no, what I was saying was the good thing about having a Blackstone outside. Love you too, be careful. My daughter going to work, making that money. The good thing about having a Blackstone is cooking, like deep frying anything inside just gives it that stank. You know what I mean? Like that stanky stale, deep fried food smell. Like when you walk in, it takes a while to get out. You know, my wife's burning those tarts up and that tart burner's working overtime. But let me get that oil heated up and then we'll get to the show.
To be delish. Melt in your mouth. Delish.
All right, we live now. Of course, I'm gonna have to do this right in the evening when all the traffic's heavy on my road, but you know what, I don't care. I got this wireless mic, this lavender mic, lapel mic. I've got this lapel mic, so hopefully you won't be able to hear any of the road noise. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I kind of like to go back in and just kind of trim up some of the fillets, you know, where I was, you know, just make sure there's no bones, anything like that in there. Maybe get some of them scales off. Some people are picky. Just, you know, trim it up, make it nice looking. These are really nice fillets. Look at that chunker right there. That one fought like a son of a gun. We're kind of overdosed on the beer battered crappie here at the house because that's all I've been cooking. So I'm only gonna do a few and I'm gonna leave the rest for my family. That way they can eat it grilled, you know, on the grill or whatever. I'm gonna get one more, maybe. I think that's good right there. And they can grill the rest tonight. Not a lot of trimmings, just kind of some stuff that I missed, scales. Number one deal is you're gonna need some paper towels. And what I like to do is lay my fillets on a plate that's got a paper towel on it. because you want these fillets to be as dry as possible. So I'm just gonna lay these on here right here, and then I'm gonna take this paper towel, I'm just gonna blot it like that. The whole deal is, like, when you dip it in this batter, you don't want all the batter to run off. So the drier these fillets are, the better the batter, better batter will stick to the fillets. So I'm just gonna blot these like so. Then make sure they're nice and dry. Then the next step that I'm gonna do while my oil is heating up, this is kind of cool doing it outside on the Blackstone cast iron skillet, road noise in the back. Hey, if y'all wanna stop by and get you a pull off some of this crappie, it's $1 a freaking fillet, come on. I've got them pretty dry. Wipe this off. So I'm gonna take these off of this paper towel. I'm gonna put another paper towel down. Did I mention that you're gonna need paper towels? I think I did. So I'm gonna put another paper towel down. Then I'm gonna dip these in some cornstarch. And what that cornstarch is gonna do is suck the moisture right out of them. And that's what we want, because we wanna have some nice, dry fillets. And you ask, hey, dude, is it like that big of a deal? Kinda, yeah. You just want that batter to stick to it. Just kind of dip them in the cornstarch. That way they're covered. Get all that moisture out like so. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a refrigerator while I'm putting together my mix, my batter, my IPA beer batter, so we can dip these junks in there and stuff them in that skillet. Your oil needs to be 325 to 350 for deep frying. All right, so I have this little temperature gauge, stuffed it in there, everything's good. So first things first, the beer that I'm using is Loose Cannon IPA. No, I'm not sponsored, but I love their beer. Heavy Seas, by the way. You gotta make sure it's good. Taste it, yep. The way I measured all this stuff is, because I don't have any like tablespoon measuring things, so I did shot glasses, all right? I got a shot, probably about a little bit over half a shot of cornstarch I'm gonna put in there, okay? And then I've got like a quarter shot of bacon powder. Baking powder, baking soda, baking powder. What that does is it gives it fluff. You don't wanna overdo it on that because it's gonna be really, really fluffy. And then I've got a cup of all season flour, and I think it's called A11, like the Johnny Paycheck song. They're from Evington, Virginia, a local mill, have you? I think it's called Big Spring Mill or something like that. Their seasoning is the ticket. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. What you wanna do is, then you wanna whisk like this. If I had like another camera guy where I could get like B-roll shots, that'd be awesome. But you know, it's just me, my tripod. I'm just trying to do what I do. You know what? I'm gonna get some B-roll with my phone. Watch this, check this out. Just want to whisk that in really good. Make sure it's all mixed up nice and right like. Enough of that. So then I wouldn't recommend using the whisk to mix in your beer batter. I don't know how much beer needs to go in there. I just kind of eyeball it. You don't want your batter too thick and you don't want it too runny. You kind of want it like in between. I'll show you. Let me check this real quick. That's good. So I'm gonna go ahead, get my B-roll right here, use my phone, pour my beer in, just like that. We're gonna mix her up. Just like that. And the thing is, if you can always add more beer, because that's definitely not runny enough. So put some more beer in there. And if you add too much beer, you can always add more seasoned flour to thicken it up some if it gets too runny. So we're just gonna mix it, mix. And the thing is, like the whisk will clump up on the wires there, and it's just a mess. I would probably use the whisk once I got it nice and runny, or not runny, but somewhat. That's probably about the consistency that we want right there. Just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the whisk since it's got clumps in it. Yeah. So start off using like a wooden spoon to mix your batter with, and then once it gets a little runny or not as thick, then you can use your whisk, because then it'll just kind of fall off. That's a good little tip. See, I learned something. I think that's about the right consistency. So we have the right consistency for the batter. I got my fillets out of the refrigerator. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this fork and I'm gonna put it in the grease. Okay, safety tip, seriously. When you put the fillets in, put them away from you. Don't just drop them in there, because that grease is hot and it will burn your ass. And another thing that I like to do, because I keep fucking forgetting shit.
What did you need now?
My spoon with the holes in it. So after these fish stop frying, take them out of the skillet and put them on the paper towels on the plates. Double layer your paper towels, that way that grease drains onto the paper towels and it's not so saturated. Also, I use this, I don't know what kind of spoon it is, but it's got holes in it. I need to get one of those big screen spoons, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I got, so that's what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my fillets in my batter. This batter is still a little thick. I'm just gonna thin it up a bit. I'm gonna put my fillets, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a few of them in here and just kind of let them soak. And then I'm gonna throw them in that skillet. I love that word, skillet. Get a nice good covering. Just let it drip a little bit before you throw it in. Not throw it, lay it. There's one. Let it drip. There's two. Yeah, we're gonna take this over to my uncle's house after this, because he loved him some fish, boy. There's three. And there's four. And the thing is, like when you, like these, like crappie fillets don't take long to cook. Probably 2 minutes at the most. That truck was really loud. Like your French fries look, right? Like golden brown. Don't get them too golden unless you like them burnt, crispy. That's cool. I like mine golden. I like it like a golden, while they're frying up. And you only have to flip these things in the skillet once. Like I said, probably about a minute, and then I would flip them. I'm gonna check this, make sure it's still make sure it's still good, it hadn't spoiled. So I'm gonna use my spoon, go ahead and flip these. These are looking very, very freaking good. They're looking good, boss. All right, these things are coming along just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Drain that grease a little bit, you know, before you put it on a paper towel. Whoa. Yeah, these look really good. My daddy would be proud, because he loves some crappie. Look at this, look at this. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is golden brown, deliciousness. That was the last of what I'm cooking with. We're gonna let these cook. And if you have a deeper, if you have a, like a, what do they call it, a fry daddy, then what's gonna happen is when they're done, these fillets are gonna rise, okay? They're gonna rise. Ooh, that form. So we're gonna let these cook a little bit longer, and dude, I'm gonna tell you something, like these cooking shows ain't no joke. Like, you have to have everything in order right there at your hand when the camera's rolling, because I don't know how many times I've had to like run back in and get like a spoon or a paper towel or a battery for my camera. You know, it's stressful, man. It's stressful. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these. No tartar sauce, no ketchup, no nothing. Just to see. I'm gonna try this one, that's kind of hot. Oh, I'm hot. Hell yeah, dude. That stuff is banging. Look, thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. If you like these like little cooking videos, whatever, you want more, I can bring you some more, bruh. Next, I might do like some homemade coleslaw, some hush puppies, you know. It's all gonna be about fish. Of course, like eating stuff around fish. My buddy went to the lake and caught a bunch of walleye, and if you haven't had walleye, then you really missing out. But crappie's probably #1 on my list. I love eating crappie, and here lately I've been loving it a little bit too much. I've gained 2 pounds in like 3 weeks. Well, maybe like 20. Catch me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm on Twitter, not a fan of it, but you know, you might see me hanging out every once in a while. Did I miss anything? You got any comments, questions, something you would do different? Comments below, put it down there. Give me another pull off this. Oh my God, it's so good. And it's light. It's not like a real heavy crisp, you know, or a heavy batter. It's perfect. We'll catch you, bye.